All right.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
A chance for a 6-game win streak against the leaders of the league. Welcome to the Gaithersburg Giants broadcast tonight. My name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis as the Giants take on the Bethesda Big Train here at Shirley Povich Field. Yeah, like I said, Giants on a 5-game win streak now coming in against the 23-7 Big Train. David, what do the Giants need to do tonight to try to get a win here away?
Well, they need to get to the guy that they got to their first time facing him, because starting on the mound for the Big Train, it's Russell Peterson, a junior from Whitman College. They've faced him twice, and that includes their one lone win against the Big Train. Currently, the Giants are 1-3 against Bethesda, but including tonight, they have 3 games remaining. But back on that first meeting, and well, combined across the 2 meetings against Russell, it's now 5 innings pitched, giving up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. So, and he does have an elevated batting average allowed, not something that you typically see out of the Big Train bullpen. So jump on him early and retain that lead, something that they've been unable to do their first couple trips here to Bethesda.
Yeah, the last time me and you were here, David, at Shirley Povich Field, the Giants did jump on the Big Train early, however weren't able to maintain that lead as they fell 7-9. And this game being more important than last one, as the Giants now stand 2 games back against the T-Bolts in playoff contention. The T-Bolts do have 3 games in hand. However, every game matters and every win is just as important as the last one. And with that, we will get this game started with Nate Houghton Henley up to bat. Henley won Hitter of the Week in the Cowrican League. Last week he had a batting average of 600. He had 3 doubles with a triple, 9 stolen bases, and a 1.542 OPS. That's all in 5 games, so a great week for the Terrapin freshman. Looking to do it again here.
Yeah, it was really the workhorse for this offense that doubled their win total last week. So really has turned up the heat is Gaithersburg as of late.
Henley pops this one into center field. Looks like Peltier is going to get under it. And as a first pitch out for the Giants, nice piece of hitting from Henley. Just got a little too under it for out 1. Yeah, you mentioned the Giants doubling their win total. They're one of 4 teams that have a positive win-loss record in their last 10. The only other 3 teams are with a positive win-loss record in the last 10 are the Big Train, the Crop Dusters, and the Aces. So Brady Powell steps up. Another first pitch swing. This is popped up to shallow left. And that is Skoronsky under it for out 2. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Big Train. Not that start the Giants wanted.
Yeah, they've seen pretty much 2 fastballs, almost middle,
Third,
but
the right fielder.
they just have gotten a good hack at it, just getting under it. So after watching the home run derby last night, seeing all those guys get under it, but 2 flyouts here to start this one for Gaithersburg.
Yeah, just 2 unfortunate plays. Here's a guy up to bat who probably could have done well in the home run derby last night, Danny Orr. Orr leads the team in home runs with 3. So has 8 doubles and 21 RBIs to his name. He watches ball 1. So we avoid the 3-pitch inning in the top of the first. Nice pitch. First off-speed we see there brings in strike 1 for Orr.
Orr also has 9 hits in his last 5 games, 3 of those being doubles. Has really solidified himself in the top portion of this lineup.
Back-to-back off-speed. This one a little too high. Yeah, and Danny Orr's been on it all season, especially these last 10 games, or last 5, the Giants have been able to win. 2-1 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Going back to that fastball. 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the first. Giants have yet to have a runner reach base. And Peterson looks for his first punch out. Peterson sets up, delivers. That one too low. Counts full.
Really good take by Orr. We've kind of seen him in the early going. He was really patient in his at-bats, but through the middle part of the season turned into a more swing and miss guy. So great take by him to extend this at-bat.
And that is a foul ball way out of the stadium. As you say, that Orr also leads the Giants in strikeouts, so not the best statistic to lead the team in. However, he does have 113 at-bats, so, I mean, the strikeouts are going to come one way or another. Another full count pitch. Peterson delivers, and that one hits Orr on the shoulder. That one only came in at 80. And the gloveless wonder will take first.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about how he feels about the nickname, the gloveless wonder. I mean, I believe it was the last game they played against the Braves. It was brought up in the dugout post game, and his reaction wasn't, 100% he likes it, but maybe it was the first time of him hearing it.
As they throw back from Peterson to Orr. I mean, if he likes it or not, it's a pretty great nickname for his style of play. As Andrew Holub steps up, another big hitter in this Giants lineup. Fouls that one right back at us.
Holub slashing .304 average, .443 on base, and .413 slugging. Has 15 RBIs in the 13 games he's played, and has only gone hitless in 4 of those 13 games.
So he takes ball one. Holub also only has 5 strikeouts and 46 at-bats. Of course, he came in about midway through the season, so doesn't have as many at-bats, but I mean, still only 5 strikeouts. It's very solid. Peterson delivers the 1-1 pitch. That's fouled right back into the glove of J.J. Hand for strike 2.
Early in this game, the mix-up between the off-speed and the fastball has been catching these Giants hitters by surprise. Both Orr and Holub were both late on their respective fastballs, possibly looking for that off-speed.
Are you from Philly?
Peterson, again, looking for his first strikeout. Doesn't get it here. Holub fights.
Peterson, 19 strikeouts coming into this game across his 18 1/3 innings pitched from this season. Comes into tonight with a 4.41 ERA. Has obviously seen that gone down with 2 pitches and 2 outs to start this inning.
Off speed there, ball. Holub with a good eye.
Yeah, the catcher, J.J. Hand there, thought that was called strike 3, ready to throw it around and get back to his dugout.
2-2 pitch. Peterson delivers. Another foul ball from Holub.
First game.
So 2 strong at-bats from the past 2 Giants hitters.
I really enjoy it. I mean, a lot of people, and I really enjoy it. Last night,
Holub looking to start some 2-out magic. Another foul ball. That one, I believe, Holub's bat hit J.J. Hand's glove. Couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah, Hand probably a little upset with himself that he couldn't quite grasp that one for strike 3 back into the glove. But once again, I believe that's the 4th foul ball now of this at-bat for Andrew Holub.
Yeah, so Peterson pitching well. Holub not giving up. And another ball. Good eye from Holub brings the count to full. Back-to-back full counts. So Peterson was on pace for a 3-pitch first inning. His pitch count has ran up rapidly these last 2 batters. 3-2, 2 outs. Peterson delivers to Holub, and Holub punches this one down the third base line. It is just foul. And, I mean, Orr was already past second base heading to third. I'm sure that would have scored the Giants' first run of the game. However, just a couple feet foul.
Yeah, Orr's running on the pitch here, full count, 2 outs. And that one, if it stays fair, it's probably going to be a tough play with Skoronski in left. He does have quite an arm, the big train left fielder, but Orr, as you said, had already rounded second by the time that ball fell.
Another full count pitch. This one has popped up and out of the stadium again. So, I mean, now that's the 6th foul ball hit by Holub.
He's Maryland Baseball Player of the Year.
Yeah, this is quite an at-bat by Holub in the early going. And if anything else, he's really just giving his teammates something to look at and examples of Peterson's pitching.
Peterson, strike 3, comes out on top. That was a fastball, little outside for his first punch out of the game. The Giants go down in the first inning scoreless after 2 quick outs. They put up a fight, not able to get one on the board though. Now the Big Train will take their bats and try to get the first lead of the game here when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Long grandstand for cold drinks, ballpark favorites, pizza.
We'll talk about Brady Fox.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Gaithersburg Giants Broadcast Network as we enter the bottom of the first inning. The Giants not able to put anything up on the board. And now Brady Fox taking the mound for the Giants. This is his second appearance, his second start. The first time we saw him, he was stellar for the Giants in the win over the Senators 14-1, their first mercy rule of the season. He had 4 innings pitched. He had 0 earned runs giving up. He allowed 2 hits and 4 strikeouts. Looking to do the same here.
Yeah, it was a fantastic debut for Brady Fox, much like it was for Logan Wiley, the other UMBC retriever, well, former UMBC retriever, that is. Both of them joining this rotation for Gaithersburg that was really in limbo, and Fox looking to build off of what, as you characterized, an amazing first start. And he'll face Alex Peltier to get things started.
Yeah, in this 5-game win streak, the most improvement has definitely been in the starting pitchers. They've been going more innings and a lot less walks given up. As Brady Fox will first Alex Peltier start his outing. Peltier is batting .350 on the season. He's got 21 RBIs and leads the Big Train in stolen bases with 19. It's 2 balls thrown at him, both in the low 90s. First one 91, this one 93.
Peltier saw his now former college teammate Dixon Williams and former member of Bethesda Big Train get drafted over the recent days in the MLB draft.
Some nice off-speed there from Fox for strike 1. Yeah, 10 alumni from the Big Train were selected in the 2025 MLB draft. In the past couple of days, the Giants only had 1.
Joe Ruzicka from 2 summers ago, pitcher from Belmont.
And strike 3 there. Back-to-back off-speed pitches gets the job done. Peltier goes down looking. So Brady Fox already on track for another great outing. Striking out the first batter he sees.
Really nice job on that put-away pitch. Just had it long enough to break back over the plate after the fastballs that we saw touch up to 93. That one comes in at 80 and just stays on the outside of the plate for strike 3.
Yeah, definitely hard to adjust when you're seeing 2 different speeds like that. As Brennan Wright comes up, the shortstop for the Big Train. He's batting .356 on the season. He's only got 10 strikeouts and 104 at-bats.
Wright has the highest on-base percentage at .493 on this Big Train team.
So 2 balls to start that at-bat. I thought that one honestly hit Wright on the outside shoulder there. The ball must have grazed off of McNally's glove. So 2-0 to start the at-bat for Wright. This one is dribbled up, hits off the bait, fielded by Ryan Maxey, thrown over to first for the out. Maxey has been a very reliable third baseman for this Giants team. Nice hop, skip, and a jump, then delivers out 2.
That one skyrocketed off of home plate. I mean, it was chopped right down into it, and Maxey swoops in, had the momentum going towards first base, gets there before Cade Henson, delivers a really nice throw. As you said, he's been phenomenal at third base, especially more recently for Gaithersburg.
As Fox gets right back on track with that off speed, delivers strike one, the same spot we saw him strike out Peltier. Another foul ball, so a quick 0-2 count for Fox to end the inning. I thought the big train helped the Giants quickly, as the Giants have done just as well on the defensive side. Fox looking for his second punch out and to send the Giants to the top of the second. He delivers this one fouled right towards us. This is Josh Skoronsky. Excuse me, no, sorry. This is Josh Skoronsky. Sorry, I had the wrong number written down. I apologize for that. It is Josh Skoronsky up the bat, the Winthrop University junior. He's got 4 home runs this season, leads the big train.
I believe it's Hispanic Heritage Baseball Night here at Shirley Povich Field, so everyone on the big train wearing number 21. So I don't blame you for
sorry.
having the wrong
Scared
number
me for a
down.
second. I apologize. Should have picked up on that. Nevertheless, 1-2. Brady Fox still searching for that second punch out. This one is fouled up and just leaves the stadium, hits the top of the Giants dugout.
And Skoronsky in the box, the only Bethesda big train with an OPS above 1. And I mean, he has a couple teammates on his heels, but for an offense that is so potent, to really just have one guy that's at 1 OPS, it's 1, hard to maintain, but 2, kind of interesting to see that for the super slugger, slashing .565 in the slugging category.
Brady Fox delivers another off-speed pitch there just inside the Giants dugout. Thought that was going to end the inning. Umpire disagrees. Count jumps to 2-2. So another strong fight from the third batter. Fox delivers the 2-2 pitch, that off-speed too high. Count goes full.
Yeah, Fox, I think, lost his grip on that one. Obviously did not want to try and hang 80 miles an hour in the upper part of the zone, and then it missed completely, going pretty much at eye level on Skoronsky, who stands at 6'5".
Full count pitch delivered. This is shot into center field. Henley not able to get under that one. That's the first base knock for the big train.
91 middle in
Batting
on
fourth,
Skoronsky,
first
and
baseman.
that's pretty much a hitter's pitch for Skoronsky. Surprised he didn't get more of a hold of that baseball, but he'll either way be the first to this ball game gladly to bring up his teammate who is leading this team in average.
Emilio Gonzalez batting .384 this season. He dribbles one over to Rudisil. It's just foul. Emilio Gonzalez also has 8 doubles this season.
So Gonzalez leading his team in average, also leading the league with that .384, 10 points higher than Derek Almeida of the Aces in second place.
Definitely the man the big train want to have up. Brady Fox still looking to close out this inning. Nice off-speed pitch there. Brings the count to 0-2. So after giving up the first hit of this game, Brady Fox finds himself in another situation to get his second strikeout of the game. Fox delivers the 0-2 pitch, and this one is chopped down the first base line. Again, Gonzalez was way early on that one. So count remains 0-2. So we have a lot of chants from the big train fans behind us here. .02 pitch, and McNally not able to hold on to that one. Gonzalez stays alive.
Yeah, 91 off the bat out of the hand of Fox, and I should say off the bat of Gonzalez. He probably didn't take too much off of it, but did redirect it enough. So tough to handle for McNally.
So the third 0-2 pitch for Gonzalez. Another foul ball. Got a little more of that one. So that's 4 foul tips / foul balls in a row for Gonzalez, putting up a fight. Still a long way to go. Brady Fox not giving Gonzalez anything to watch go by him. 0-2. Another foul ball. This one leaves Shirley Povich field. So it seems more likely Gonzalez is going to get a hit or a strikeout than a walk.
I mean, it's just been tough for Fox here on the lefty-righty matchups, lefty-lefty matchups, that is, against Skoronsky and Gonzalez here, trying to get that put-away pitch.
Fox not able to find it here. This one finds the outfield. That ball was driven in between Rudisell and Marino for the second hit of the game. So yeah, those both lefty-lefty matchups end in singles for the Big Train. Both those batters had multiple pitches delivered to them with 2 strikes.
Third baseman, Logan Annette.
Yeah, that first put-away pitch on Peltier, the righty, he was able to find nicely on the outside part of the plate, but couldn't really go back to it. Would have been really much on inside on those 2 lefty bats. He was able to get the lefty ground out of Brennan Wright.
As Logan Panette steps up, he leads the team in RBIs with 29, batting .286. Fouls the first one off for strike 1. So the first runner in scoring position for the Big Train and in this game. This is a shot into left center. And Powell finds himself under it easily for out 3 of the inning, so a little more danger on the Giants side. However, the first inning ends with 2 goose eggs for both teams. The Giants will head back into the dugout looking to gain the first lead of this game when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
5 or 6 times a year, we honor
Welcome back.
You do not have to put it on in this heat. Clemente's number
Welcome
21.
back to the Giants
Let's hear it for
Broadcast
Gabe
Network. As some community heroes are being recognized, we are beginning the top of the second with Bryce Rudisell up to bat.
Number 50, Bryce Rudisell.
Rudisell has 7 hits in his last 4 games. 2 of those, the long ball, as he's gotten his bat up and going here in this last stretch of the season.
You say that Rudisell definitely one of the hotter bats at the moment, has gained himself the nickname Rudy.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. It's great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
So he grounds this one to Gonzalez at first base. Gonzalez fields it cleanly for out number 1. So another quick leadoff out for the Giants will bring up catcher Ethan McNally.
Batting 6th, catcher Number 45, Ethan McNally.
McNally batting .324 on this season. Doesn't have as many at-bats either due to the amount of talent in the catcher spot of the roster on this Giants team. See strike one. That one's some off speed on the outside. Still pitching for the big train is Russell Peterson.
Apologies for the camera, just trying to get a decent view at the baseball, which I think I have it up now. So
yeah, Shirley Povich Field with the the time of the games and just the position. It's just tough with the sun coming down, so we apologize if it's not a clear view. As McNally quickly falls to 0-2 and watches an off speed in the dirt for ball one. So both Fox and Peterson end the first with one strikeout. Peterson looking for his second here. This is a shot from McNally. Unfortunately, it's hit right to Brennan Wright at shortstop for out number 2.
yeah, there was a lot taken off the bat there of McNally.
Batting seventh, the
He didn't
shortstop,
really
number 24,
pull his hands through the
Cade
zone
Hentz.
quick enough to get his barrel on that one, so kind of just slapped it into the glove of Brennan Wright. Unfortunately for him, it did make a loud sound, but just not quite barreling it up and getting his hands through the zone.
Yeah, it looked and sounded better from where we are than it actually was. Nevertheless, that out will bring up Cade Hentz, the shortstop for the Giants. He's batting .212 on the season, only 7 hits. But in those 7 hits, he's had 6 RBIs. He's got a lot of reached on errors this season, so Hentz still a guy who's gotten on base plenty for the Giants in his short season. He quickly falls to a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Hence, you mentioned, has reached on error a lot, just struggling at the plate recently, trying to change that in this game.
It's the shot from Hentz down the first base line. However, it's just going to be a little foul. Hentz shaking his head, walking back to the batter's box.
Yeah, if that one drops fair, I'm wondering what the decision is from Hentz there to take off for second. It was put nicely into the corner, just a couple feet foul for the junior at Jacksonville. I mentioned his struggles at the plate, back-to-back games, going 0 for 5, and then 1 for 14 in his last 3 games.
This is popped up into shallow right center field. This is going to be called off by Peyton Steele, and this will end the inning. So back-to-back quick innings for the Giants. No strikeouts gained for Peterson. And still the Giants looking for their first hit of the game. They will see if they can keep defending the big train, keep the score 0-0 when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Okay, I just wanted them
No, yeah. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Score still 0-0. And another quick inning from the Giants will bring the big train back up to the bat, leading
Batting
off
sixth, the designated hitter,
the designated hitter Matthew Wesley for the big train. Brady Fox still on the mound for the Giants. Delivers ball 1. He started his outing strong with a strikeout looking and a ground out, then allowed 2 singles before popping out Logan Pawnette. This is a ground ball up the middle of the field. Aiden Marino fields it backhand with a toss to Rudisell and gets the out. Nice play from the second baseman Marino for out number 1.
Marino has just had an amazing glove no matter where he's played this season. For Gaithersburg, he's mainly, just played shortstop and second base, but right there showcases his ability just in the field. I mean, a nice play, had to pick that one up in front of the bag and then deliver across the body in time.
Yeah, definitely been a defensive asset for the Giants all season, and that I will bring up Peyton Steele, who ended the inning for the Giants last inning. Steele's got 11 doubles, leads the team as this is popped up into shallow center field. Henley calls off Marino, gets under it, and out 2. So it's not a successful game hitting so far. Lots of pop outs and ground outs.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Parker Corbin.
Bringing up Parker Corbin. Corbin batting 164, leads the big train with walks. He's got 26 to his name. That number stuck out to me as that is plenty more than anyone else on the roster. CC strike 1.
Yeah, I was wondering, I hadn't gone too deep into it, but Corbin batting 164, but a 412 on base percentage. That's quite a discrepancy there.
Yeah, we'll see how he handles this at bat and what allows him to rack up so many walks as he fouls his second pitch off for strike 2. So a long way to go this time to get on base. It's Brady Fox still searching for his second punch out. He's been close so many times, delivers, and does not get it there. Good eye from Corbin.
Once again, it's the kind of lefty-lefty struggle that we saw back in the first inning, trying to locate that put-away pitch, unable to find it there.
This one is popped up into left field. Powell finds himself under it after some back steps. So a quick 2 full innings in this game so far. Score remains 0-0. Nice defensive work from the big train and the Giants. We're going to see if the Giants can break this 0-0 game when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network. Oh, never mind. All right, yeah, we can come back. Yeah. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network as we enter the top of the third after a very quiet second inning from both teams. It's been strong pitching performances. However, only one strikeout to show for it from both sides.
Batting eighth for the Giants, the third baseman, number 13.
Ryan Maxey steps up to bat. Maxey made a nice play back in the first inning for out number 2. Going to do something with his bat here. He's been struggling for a solid portion of the season. However, he's got 4 hits in his last 3 games. One of the few Giants who have been turning it up in the back half of the season as he watches ball 1.
Yeah, 4 hits and 4 walks, as well as a 7-run scored streak for Maxey.
As he watches ball 2.
I thought that was the most interesting thing for Ryan Maxey, having 7 games, his last 7 games all in a row, scoring at least a run, if not 2 in some of them.
Been very productive on the base pass. Let's see if he gets here this time. As he sees his first strike of his at-bat. St. John's River sophomore is batting .212 on the season. 2-1 pitch comes in there for strike 2. So 2 balls in a row followed up by 2 strikes.
That one a little low and inside on Maxey, doesn't like the call, but that one evening the count after Maxey found himself up 2-0 to begin this at bat.
So 2-2 pitch. Peterson. This is line to Maxey. That is Peltier jogging back, makes the grab. However, that one was off the bat at 90. It's one of the better hit balls we've seen today. However, brings in out baseman, 1.
Number 1.
That one just couldn't quite find the gap. That one on the outside. Maxey able to pretty much get his barrel on it, but not exactly, point it where a fielder is not. Peltier ranges back and makes that grab. So unfortunately, still hitless is the Gaithersburg lineup.
Yeah, we apologize again. The sun glaring on our camera, making it very tough to see the ball. However, in a couple innings, that will not be a problem as Maxey's pop out brings up Aiden Marino. Marino made a flashy play last inning. He's going to do something with his bat here. As this one is popped up right behind Gonzalez at first base. Corbin calling everyone off for it. Psych, it is Peyton Steele. So that's the second out he's caught this game. This brings up top of the lineup, Nate Henley.
So first time through the Giants order, Russell Peterson has allowed just 1 base runner, and it was a hit by pitch on Danny Orr, and 1 strikeout for him. Except it's been just 1 ground out. 1 ground out, 1 strikeout, and the rest all flyouts and lineouts.
As Henley sees ball 1. Yeah, it's been a strong day so far for Peterson. I was about to say something right there as well. Henley watches strike 1 as well, agrees with the umpire. So the Giants not struggling to get contact with Peterson's pitches, just haven't made strong contact or placed it where they need to yet. Henley watches ball 2.
Really good take from Henley there. That one was almost framed borderline by J.J. Hand, but able to lay off of it was Henley.
2-1 pitch to Henley. This is fouled right back. Henley puts his head up in the air right after that. He knew he was a few inches from sending that one very far. Just a little under it. Another 2-2 count in the top of the third.
That one 88 elevated. He may have even could have left off of it, but that's still a pretty good pitch to hit even though it's out of the zone.
Another good eye from Henley. That some off speed in the dirt. So the third full count we've seen from Peterson today.
Peterson tried to maybe take advantage of a possible aggressive Henley there. Saw how aggressive he was on the previous pitch and tries to go with something into another zip code.
And that is ball 4. So the second base runner for the Giants still hitless, however, as Another 2-out rally begins to start.
Now batting the left fielder,
Brady Powell, one of the few, not few, one of the many pop-outs on this Giants roster so far.
And that ball 4 thrown to Henley was really interesting because Hand, as well as the third baseman Punnett and Wright, the shortstop, I believe, all thought that was strike 3, but Henley very quickly taking off his shin guard.
Yeah, Henley seemed very confident with that, along with the umpire as Powell watches strike 1. Henley looks to take off as this one is grounded to third base by Powell. Henley not able to get to second base in time. So a nice play from Punnett ends the inning. The Giants still hitless, score still 0-0 as Brady Fox will take the mound once again. Looking to go 1-2-3 just like he did the second inning. We'll see if he does when we come back on the Giants. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. After 2.5 scoreless innings, we're going to see if the big train can break this 0-0
now
scoreboard.
The big train, the catcher, J.J. Hand.
We talked about how good Peterson's been doing. Brady Fox has been pitching very, very well. He's only allowed 2 singles, also has 1 strikeout. Brady Fox hasn't given up a walk, unlike Peterson's 2. Parker Corbin, he made the last out in the top of the 3rd, steps up to bat. Excuse me, no, but this is not Parker Corbin, this is catcher J.J. Hand. Hand only has 11 at-bats. He's got 2 hits and 3 RBIs, 182 on the season. That one's inside. Fox across these 3 innings, able to hold this low 90 speed.
Yeah, assistant coach Casey Gibbs talking to us in between innings was really happy with the velocity thus far from Fox.
As this is a grounder towards Rudisil. He bobbles it at first, still plenty of time to make the play, however, for out number 1. It's a good job by Rudisil there to get his body in front of the ball.
Yeah, stayed with the play, able to keep himself in front of it. That's pretty much fundamental baseball, keeping it in the infield and allowing at least a chance at a play. Rudisil giving himself a chance to step on first. And now the top of the order up.
Yeah, Alex Peltier, the 1 strikeout for Fox this game. He went down looking back in the 1st inning. As this one is shot into right field. And Danny Orr seems to find himself under that one. I say seems to because just as the sun is bothering you guys, it is tough to see in the outfield here. However, Orr wasn't moving much. Could tell he was under that one for out number 2.
Yeah, we hope in about maybe 10-15 minutes we'll have pretty much full shade across the press box there. It's really quickly crept across the field here at Shirley Povich and slowly creeping its way up towards the press box where our camera is.
As Brendan Wright steps up, he pops this one right over Maxie's head. And Cade Hentz calls off Powell for out number 3. So a very quick inning for the Giants as they have another opportunity to break this scoreless game so far. Been very strong defensively from both sides. We're gonna need to see a couple more. Well, we're gonna need to see the first hit from the Giants for sure. But a base runner has yet to reach third. One big train has reached second so far. Is there anything, David, you think that the Giants could do better at the plate to help them score their first run?
Well, I think just early in the inning, they need to not get behind in counts and in terms of outs. We saw back in the first inning, it was 2 outs on 2 pitches, and then we saw some deeper counts, and then we saw some better at-bats, and then that trend was not continued in the second inning. It was continued in the third inning when we got a walk from Nate Houghton-Henley, but yet again 2 outs. So showing shades of kind of that early Giants offense from the early part of the season where they are able to get a base runner, but it's with 2 outs. So hoping to change that up and see the Giants of recent at least at the plate.
Yeah, with your 3, 4, and 5 spots coming up, you want to see some very effective batting plate appearances. Excuse me. We'll see if they're able to do that when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network. Whenever you are. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. My name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless here at Shirley Povich. Been a strong defensive showing from both sides. As Danny Orr looking to break the defensive success for the big train. Danny Orr walked in he was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. He was the first base runner for the Giants first until Nate Houghton-Henley walked at that last inning as he swings at a high fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of aggression from Orr in the high part of the zone, and that's led to a lot of the strikeouts, as we mentioned in his first at bat, that elevated strikeout count for Orr.
So Orr takes one in the dirt. Orr also a guy who he'll swing at anything and everything. I mean, he shows that he can hit any pitch given to him, and he just has that confidence. Unfortunately, that confidence can come back to hurt you. So he takes another big cut there for strike 2.
Yeah, he also just has a great ability to pull the baseball, and that's something that's trickled here into the Cal Ripken League. A couple weeks ago against the T-Bolts, they put a shift on him courtesy of one of his UMBC teammates giving that scouting report and putting a old-fashioned shift on Orr and putting 3 fielders between third base and second base just because of the amount of times that he does end up pulling the baseball.
Orr watching another ball in the dirt brings the count to 2-2. As that bat reached a full count last time, we'll see if it does here. Orr pops this one high into shallow left center. And Peltier and Skaronski running into each other. Peltier coming up with the ball, but they hit each other hard, so good job on Peltier to hold onto that ball. Skaronski's glove coming off of his hand.
I definitely heard both fielders call for it pretty much at the same time almost, so I'm wondering if they couldn't hear each other over their own voices, so they just kept running towards each other. Luckily, everyone is okay, no injuries on that play, but unfortunately for Gaithersburg, out was made by Peltier.
Andrew Holub takes strike 1. That's not something you see happen in collegiate ball at all. I believe that's the first time I've seen 2 outfielders collide this season. So yeah, as Big Train get an extra life as Peltier is able to hold on to that ball. Holub holds off on that one just enough
I didn't think Hollow was really close to a swing there, but J.J. Hand really wanting that one to be a strike, deferred over to see if he did go around on the check swing.
So Holub now 1-1, takes another low fastball. If you're J.J. Hand, I feel like anytime you have the opportunity to check with that first base umpire, you should. As you said, doesn't get the call he wants there. So it's 3 low pitches now, 3 balls. So Peterson, 1 pitch away from giving up his 3rd walk of the game. This would also be the 3rd base runner for the Giants if Holub is to walk. And he does just that. So Holub struck out swinging in his first at-bat, walks in his 2nd. So I believe this is the first time the Giants have a base runner with only 1 out as well. So still looking for their first hit, but in a better situation they have been the first 3 innings, and Rudisil, a guy who you can rely on for an extra base hit as of recent. Big swing and a miss from Rudisil for strike 1.
Yeah, it's a good note there, Jake. The first time Gaithersburg has had a base runner with just 1 out, as I mentioned, in between innings, needing to get on base before you get to 2 outs to give yourself room to work with, little leeway when it comes to sacrifices and just overall advancing the base runner.
As a time is called, and
I believe that's going to be called catcher's interference on J.J. Hand on that foul ball, as the bat of Rudisil likely clipped the glove of Hand, getting a little too ambitious to get that one into his webbing.
It's a nice catch by you, David. I couldn't tell exactly what happened there, but the first runner in scoring position for the Giants, only 1 out. As Ethan McNally steps up.
So we've seen runners interference twice at this ballpark this season against Gaithersburg, but that time catcher's interference going against the hosts. Now 2 base runners on, first time tonight for the Giants.
McNally takes ball 1. Would call this the best position for either team so far this game, with a runner on second, 1 out.
Yeah, because when the Big Train got their back-to-back singles in the bottom of the first, they already had 2 outs. So now just 1 out on the board for Gaithersburg, and looking to break this tie.
Peterson has struggled to find the strike zone in this inning. That one too high, another 3-1 count. So the Whitman College Junior has been very successful up until the top of the 4th.
And because Big Train's having their own Clemente Day here tonight at Shirley Povich Field, it's going to be tough to see who's going to come in for the Big Train.
As this one is punched between second and first base for a hit. Holub not rounding third. And the bases are loaded for the Giants. Gonzalez and Corbett didn't have a chance on that one. McNally kind of just stuck out his bat. However, it came off nicely. Left him at 82. And the bases are loaded for the Giants.
Yeah, unlike the last time McNally lined out straight to the shortstop, Brennan Wright, he was able to get his hands through the zone, and as you said, got his bat head on it, and most importantly, placed it where the fielders weren't. Holub electing to stay on third, not getting too aggressive. We've seen the arm of Peyton Steele showcased in previous meetings between these teams, and not wanting to test it there to leave the bases loaded.
As Cade Hent steps up, he gets strike 1. He doesn't like it. The Giants have been much better with runners in scoring position. However, in bases loaded their past couple of games, they have struggled a good bit, only bringing in 1 or no runs out of it, as this is a shot right to Peyton Steele. It is caught. Holub goes to tag up and quickly goes back to third base. That arm you just mentioned on showcase there, so the bases stay loaded. However, 2 outs for the Giants.
Yeah, that one not deep enough, and I think it could have been deep enough had the outfielder been playing in Peyton Steele, that is in right field. But when the outfielder is able to come in on a fly ball, that completely eliminates the sacrifice fly. That gets their momentum towards home plate. So Steele able to do exactly that, and having Holub go back to third base. If you can get the outfielder to really backtrack to that baseball, it gives you a lot more wiggle room when it comes to a tag up.
Yeah, the sac fly king of the Giants this season and recently has been Brady Powell. Whereas Ryan Maxey steps up, he sees strike one, so Giants still in a very strong position. Some off speed there. Ryan swings at it, pops this one right to Corbin at second base. And that is the third out of the inning. So bases loaded with 1 out, ends with 0 runs for the Giants. Game remains scoreless as the Big Train go back into the dugout looking for the first run of this game. The Giants did a little bit better, as you mentioned there, with seeing pitches and making better contact. And for the Big Train, do you see anything in their hitting that they need to do better at the plate?
Yeah, Jake, I mean, you mentioned the last couple games they've stranded bases loaded. They do so again. The more important thing, though, is when they have stranded the bases loaded, it hasn't come back to bite them. So we'll see if that trend stays consistent into this game, but an early great opportunity goes to waste.
We'll see what the Big Train are able to do at the plate when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis. As we enter the bottom of the fourth scoreless, the Giants
the left fielder
had bases loaded with only 1 out, not able to get Andrew Holub in on third base. So the Big Train now up to strike, looking to strike first. Brady Fox delivers. He hit Josh Skoronsky on the first pitch in the middle of the backs. Skoronsky gives himself a moment before going over to first base. Not the start Fox wanted here at the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, not the start Fox wanted. That seemed like a fastball, as it made a pretty loud sound off the back of Skoronsky, who is going to get some attention here from the training staff. But Brady Fox entered this inning with a 38 pitch count, so was grooving really well. This will be his first free pass issued of this start.
Yeah, you mentioned Skoronsky just walking to first base, talking with his trainer. However, he was not happy with that hit by pitch, caught him in a bad spot. However, he seems to be fine, and he'll take first base himself. Won't need a pinch runner.
Yeah, didn't get a speed on that, but really looked like it was one of the fastballs from Fox that's been in the low 90s to upper 80s. Obviously not a nice feeling into the back of Skoronsky.
As Emilio Gonzalez steps up, he was the the second hit this game. So we get a time. Some sort of ball was hit onto the field.
Yeah, it may have been from the Big Train dugout or bullpen or something adjacent. There are a couple bodies getting loose over there in the bullpen, so I don't know if one of them threw something onto the field by accident.
As Gonzalez rips this one to Rudisell. Rudisell throws it over to Cade Hentz at second. Cade Hentz back to Rudisell. And a 3-6-3 double play for the Giants. So not the start you wanted. A first pitch. You hit the batter, and right away you get the double play for two. I mean, that is just a great recovery from the Giants.
A great recovery, and it was a tough play originally for Rudisell. That one coming off the bat at 98, but a heads-up play, knew exactly where he wanted to take that baseball, and just phenomenal infield play thus far from Gaithersburg.
The infield has been, as you mentioned, phenomenal for the Giants so far in this game. Before this game started, we talked about how the Giants need to hold their own with the big train. They can't let them get out to a lead or a big one early. And I mean, of course, the score is still 0-0, but the Giants doing their own part to keep the big train scoreless. And you see right there, yeah, the 3-6-3 double play to quickly change the momentum in the bottom of the fourth. As this one is popped up by Logan Connett, has Danny Orr going way back. And at the end there, Danny Orr making some longer strides. However, catches the ball for out number 3. So another swift inning for the Giants. Brady Fox allowing his first free base quickly, ending that inning. However, the Giants were very close to their first run last inning. We'll see if they are able to punch it in here when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
It's supported by Rose.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, ready.
Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. A new face on the mound for the big train. It's number 19, Taylor Kaler, entering the game. Russell Peterson ends his day with 1 punch out, 3 walks, no hits or runs allowed.
You kind of got the feeling that after he allowed the bases loaded, that Peterson's day would be done no matter what. After that inning, and rightfully so, Tanner Kaler steps onto the mound, making his 8th appearance for Bethesda this season. Supporting a 5.55 ERA and a 1.85 WHIP, has started 2 of his 7 previous appearances with 1 save, 11 1/3 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts to 10 walks.
As Aiden Marino shoots this one over to second base, Corbin able to field it cleanly over to Gonzalez for out number 1. So Marino, that one came off pretty well on his bat. However, it was hit directly to Corbin, and a nice field and throw brings an out 1. As we reach the top of the lineup once again. Number 8, Nate Houghton Henley stepping up. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out and walk. So Kaler is a junior out of UNC Charlotte.
Giants have seen Kaler once already this season. That was back on June 25th in the 19-11 loss. Across the 2 innings pitched, Kaler gave up 5 runs, all of them earned, 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts across the 15 batters he faced.
So another strong arm the Big Train are bringing in. As Henley sees his first strike in his at-bat. Seeing some similar speeds from Kaler that we saw from Peterson, that high 80s, low 90s. As this is a shot right to Corbin again, not able to field this one. However, Henley with the first hit on this Giants roster. I mean, that one bounced almost entirely over Corbin's body, and it was off the bat at 102.
Yeah, that was really
Now batting the
nice
left fielder,
and
Brady Powell.
great for Henley that was scored a hit because, I mean, off the bat at 102, as you said, not much Corbin could do there except duck for cover, bouncing over his glove and over his body into right center.
That'll bring up Brady Powell. Yeah, I would have been shocked if they marked that one as an error. I don't know many people who would be able to field a 102 mile per hour ground ball hit towards you. As the Giants finally get that first hit they've been searching for. Throwback to Henley, the second time he's been thrown back to this game. Henley, one of the fastest, if not the fastest on this team. He's got 12 stolen bases, 6 behind Brady Powell. Powell shoots this one in the right center gap. Steele's going back, and he misses it. Henley waited up at second base, now rounding for third. He will remain there. And a double for Powell will put 2 runners in scoring position for the Giants. We had a body in front of us, so couldn't see if Steele was running back or if he paused.
Now batting the right fielder.
However, the ball hit
Danny
the warning
Orr.
track, bounced up on the wall. And as I mentioned, 2 runners in scoring position for the Giants.
That one, 90 off the bat, hit 331, so pretty much making its way to the warning track. So I believe the Peyton Steele had to slow down a little bit.
As Orr dribbles this one to third base. Ponnet looks at Henley at third before getting out at first. Orr not too happy with himself. That brings up the second out.
Come on, do it again.
Yeah, that was another big
Now batting the
opportunity
physical
for
player,
Gaithersburg. Or
Andrew Holland.
aggressive on the outside off speed at 82. Was the same pitch, but a different location that Nate Houghton Henley got, but a much different result in that ground out. We talked about how Danny Orr loves to pull the baseball and did so there, just couldn't quite get under it enough.
Yeah, unfortunate. If that's the point where, his aggressiveness, of course, he made contact that wasn't even half bad contact ever. You just wonder if he would have saw more pitches, got another one he liked, if he would have had a different result. Nevertheless, Andrew Holub comes up.
Yeah, and the only reason that Nate Houghton Henley did not cross first base is because there was a pretty good job, pretty good effort by Peyton Steele to try and flag down that Brady Powell double, so it wasn't a for sure drop in for Powell, which made Henley pause before tapping second base.
It's another ball there, brings Hobbs count to 3-0. That's what I was talking about. I mean, I saw Steele running back as fast as he could. However, I couldn't tell if he thought he was under it and misjudged it or if it was just hit so far by Powell. But Henley, too, with some hesitation, was kind of standing over at second. And, of course, you want your base runners to be safe. But if he was running full speed, I agree with you. I'm sure he would have scored as Holub sees his first strike.
Yeah,
Counts.
He was probably taking that pitch all the way, is what I was going to say. No, not trying to risk it here. 2 outs, another opportunity for Gaithersburg.
Yeah, a big opportunity at that as Holub kind of takes a half-hearted cut at that pitch, fouls it off for strike 2.
And Holub definitely wants that pitch back. Would have been ball 4 for sure, and not a pitch to hit either. Sometimes you can see ball 4 and a pitch to hit all at once, but they're obviously something that he did not want to swing at.
So the full count, 2 outs, runners on second and third for the Giants. Swinging strike 3, all up tagged out. And another inning where the Giants strand 2 runners in scoring position. 0-0 here at Shirley Povich. The Big Train have not been as successful at the plate. We'll see if they're able to turn it up as the Giants have been able to when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Behind the scenes looks. And if you want the latest insights on your
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Welcome back to the Gaithersburg Giants broadcast. We come back with Matthew Wesley at bat. The Giants, another inning with 2 runners in scoring position, left stranded, so score remains 0-0. Brady Fox still on the mound for the Giants. He starts off the nice off-speed for strike 1. Fox has been dealing today, only 1 strikeout to show for it, however.
Yeah, just the 1 strikeout, but I mean, not much of a concern when your pitch count is as low as it is. That one, just the 43rd pitch for Brady Fox.
Fox shakes off the first one, likes the second call, another off-speed. This one is hit high into left center. Powell finds himself under it quickly. No collision for the Giants for out number 1. So you talk about the pitch count and that. Another quick at-bat for the Big Train. Fox has thrown, I mean, so many balls have ended in the strike zone for Fox. He's been very effective today. It's allowed him to keep his pitch count so low. His 1 walk was a first pitch hit by pitch, as McNally wasn't able to hold on to that one.
In and out of the glove quick. I mean, I thought it may have clipped Peyton Steele at the plate, but it just went in and out of the glove of McNally.
Peyton Steele shoots this one down the left field line. He sends Powell running. Steele's going to be rounding for second base as it hits off the wall. Powell finally throws it in, and a standing double for Peyton Steele. That one was off the bat at 101. So we haven't seen many hits today, but we've seen 2 triple-digit exit speeds. First one coming from Nate Houghton-Henley at last inning.
First extra base hit for the Big Train in
now
this
batting
one.
the second baseman, Parker Corbin.
We get a discussion here between the pitcher-catcher umpire listening in. But I mean, that was a really well-driven ball, as you said. Only just the second ball that we've seen, third ball actually, that we've seen in the triple digits here tonight.
Not the first hit given up since the first inning from the Big Train. So they find themselves with a runner in scoring position with only 1 out, as Parker Corbin steps up to the plate. He popped out his first at bat.
Come on, Big Train, let's go! Come on, boys!
Brady Fox over strike one. He has a first pitch was 90, second one 89. We've talked to a couple of Giants players that have asked about the speeds Fox has been throwing, and we said the number 93. We saw it once today, and all their eyes are lighting up. And just there, we see a 78 mile per hour off-speed pitch. So just a wide range of variety from Fox. It's been very effective today as Corbin finds himself 1-2. Fox looking for his second strikeout of the game. Doesn't get it here. That's a shot out to Danny Orr. Steele was rounding third, didn't decide to head to home. And a nice hit from Corbin puts runners on the course for the big train with only one out.
Catcher, J.J.
I was just going to say it's going to be interesting to see the bounce back from Brady Fox after the double by Peyton Steele broke up a streak of 11 straight retired big train, and now back-to-back hits, and they had that back in the first inning. However, they did not get a runner to third base.
Yeah, the first time a big train has been on third base and only one out. The big train have avoided two very difficult situations. We'll see if the Giants can do the same here. This goes back to the point you talked about, the Giants staying neck and neck with the big train. They've had two opportunities with runners in scoring position. The big train have defended. If the Giants give up this runner on third here, would not be a good outlook on the game, as J.J. Hand gets his first strike in this at-bat.
And I think for Brady Fox, the most important thing is to remember that your defense is behind you. We saw the 3-6-3 double play earlier, second base unoccupied, just one ground ball away, and it's still a 0-0 game.
Fox delivers another nice off-speed pitch there for strike two.
Hand did not have a good read on that pitch at all. I mean, his check swing was well above where that pitch came in and was late at the 79 as well. So just not good read out of the Hand for J.J. Hand.
So another 1-2 count for Fox. Another opportunity for his second strikeout. Doesn't get it on this pitch. McNally gave a head nod to Fox. It was a good position for the pitch. Nice hold off from Hand. So 2-2, only one out in the bottom of the fifth. It's a strike three swinging. That one 91 high in the zone for Fox's second punch out of the game. So now 2 outs. Still a difficult situation, but makes it a lot easier to leave this inning scoreless.
Yeah, and just a way to dial it up for Brady Fox. We saw the off-speed pretty much almost the entire at-bat to J.J. Hand, but dials it right back up to 91 to keep Hand guessing and back to his dugout.
That was a very well executed at-bat from Fox as he faces top of the lineup Peltier. Peltier's 0 for 2 tonight with a backwards K and a pop-out. Sees ball one. We've not seen Corbin try to take off for second base yet. Just shows the confidence of McNally. He's thrown out quite a few batters at second base this season. Peltier reaches 1-1.
Really nice spot for Fox on that pitch. It was borderline. Peltier thought that may have been a little up and inside, but able to just clip that top inside corner.
Fox with the off-speed pitch. This one is high to Danny Orr. And on the run, Orr makes the grab. So the Giants able to escape a runner on third base with no outs as well. Score remains 0-0. Still been a defensive showcase for both sides. We'll see if the Giants are finally able to break the crease here when we come back on the Giants Broadcast
On the
Network.
side door of the concession stand, grab a trash bag from our
Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. My name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis as we enter the top of the sixth game. Still scoreless here at Shirley Povich Field with Bryce Rudisell stepping up, trying to break that.
The good news for Gaithersburg, it's Tanner Kaler back out on the mound. They did get to Kaler last inning, but unable to have any runners cross. It was a single by Nate Houghton-Henley, 102 off the bat, and then a double, deep double at that, off the bat of Brady Powell.
And we mentioned Rudisell, one of those guys who has been hot recently, looking to continue this strong outing from the Giants against Kaler. Rudisell finds himself a 1-1. He's still looking for his first hit this game, one of many. Rudisell grounded out his first at bat and reached first with a catcher's interference in his last.
Emily, don't pick up trash right here.
So some low speed there from Kaler brings in strike two. Kaler one strike away from his second K of the game. K delivers, and Rudisell will hold off on that. Brings the count to 2-2.
Nice take by Rudisell to remain vigilant in this at bat. Obviously, no outs, nobody on. Can't do it all yourself here. So just keeping your at bat alive and trying to reach base again.
A big swing and a foul tip caught by J.J. Hand for out number one. We saw Hand not able to hold on to one earlier. He does so there for the first out in the top of the sixth.
It's now back-to-back strikeouts for Kaler, as the third out of last inning was Andrew Holub.
As Ethan McNally steps up, he's 1 for 2. This one is a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Corbin. Quickly a throw on the run for out number 2. So 2 quick outs once again. Corbin been very active at second base. He's been very effective as well. The only ball that got past him was hit at 102 miles per hour, so you can't blame him. So after 2 successful innings at the plate for the Giants, they find themselves with no runners on, 2 outs. Cade Hens looking to change the outcome of this inning. Strike one looking from Hens there. The Jacksonville University junior has a pair of pop-outs to start this game. This one is chopped down the first baseline, foul.
Hence kind of an emergency hack there. That one not really that close to the plate, so Hens was just trying to make contact with it, but now is down 2 strikes.
Kaler looking for his third strikeout of the game. Doesn't get it there. He's been going to that low off speed for that punch out. Hasn't been very effective, as both his strikeouts have come on high fastballs. Another chance to get that third one here. 1-2, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. This is the shot from Hens, way foul.
Yeah, way late on that one was Hens again. That one out of the hand at 91 from Tanner Kaler. I believe that's the fastest pitch he's thrown thus far.
We've seen a lot of 89 and 90. Still 1-2. And a strike 3. Cade Hens does not agree with that one. However, that will end the inning. Kaler gets his third strike out of the game. Score remains 0-0. So a very defensive-heavy game we've seen so far. The Big Train came very close to their first run last inning. We'll see if Brady Fox will be able to do a little better this time as he returns to the mound when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
The fans were going to own the Big Train. Now the community owns the Big Train.
I'm ready. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. We enter the bottom of the 6th inning, still scoreless so far.
Now batting for the big train, this shortstop, Brennan Wright.
Still on the mound for the Giants is Brady Fox. His first batter face will be Brennan Wright this inning. Brennan Wright has a ground out and a pop out to start his day. So a ball 1 delivered to Brennan Wright to start his at bat. We've seen a lot of first pitch off speeds from Fox there. Follows it up with a fastball too high. Fox 3 balls in a row. That one just missed inside.
Yeah, started this inning with 60 pitches, as you noted, but his 61st, 62nd, and 63rd all inside and up.
Finally finds his zone here for strike 1, so he avoids the 4-pitch walk. That would have been his first walk of the game. He hit a batter earlier. However, the walk comes in 5 pitches. So we mentioned only 60 pitches coming into this inning. However, some tiredness showing there as we'll have a mound meeting.
Yeah, not a great start to this inning for Brady Fox with that walk, a 5-pitch walk to Brennan Wright. Could almost be called a gentleman's walk, but pitching coach Vinny Capozza out to have a word. There is action in the Giants bullpen, but no change yet. And that is just the second free pass issued by Fox. The first one, that's a full walk, as the first free pass was a hit by pitch to Tseronis back in the 4th inning, and his defense bounced back to immediately erase that on a double play. So could be in the works again, but obviously you want him to settle in and find his own way.
So after a long mound visit, umpire finally comes to break it up, and we have a pinch hitter coming into the game. It's number 22, Brett Ott. He's entering the game for Josh Tseronis. Tseronis ended his day 1 for 1 actually as a single, and then he was the man who was hit by Fox's pitch. Brett Ott is a junior out of Sacramento State. He shows bunt, then pulls it away. McNally throws down to first, no out.
And you got to wonder if that hit by pitch may be the reason why Tseronis has exited this game. It was a fastball pretty much in the center of his back.
We saw him take a lot of time before walking down to first base, so that is that's the best guess I have him for exiting the game. He's been the best batter number-wise so far, as bunt shown again by Ott goes to the backstop.
Yeah, Ott hitting .360 this season for the Big Train with a .480 on-base percentage and a .386 slugging, but has not been an everyday player for this team.
Shows bunt again. This one straight back as well. It's definitely hard to break into this Big Train lineup. They tend to stick with their same guys and not too many changes during games as well.
Yeah, there's been a handful of games where Ott has come in and not had an at-bat recorded because he's been issued a walk, or has just come in as a defensive substitution and not gotten the chance to pick up the bat.
By himself, 1-2. Shows bunt again with 2 strikes. This one's in play. The throw down to second from McNally gets there in time. So a unique play there. A bunt shown with 2 strikes. Able to get that one in play, but a heads-up play from McNally gets the leadout runner out at second.
Yeah, you really have to have trust in yourself. I mean, the first 2 foul balls went pretty high up into the netting, as you guys saw on your screen, off the bat of Brett Ott, and then to have the confidence to go back to the bunt and square up and get it right down where he probably should have had the first 2 attempts, but a fielder's choice at second. Another interesting choice from this Giants defense does get 1 out.
As Emilio Gonzalez takes a big swing and a miss at his first pitch. Emilio Gonzalez got a single in his first at bat. Then he hit into the 3-6-3 double play we saw a couple innings ago. Another swing and a miss. This time he's way late on it. Not the best swing we've seen from Gonzalez today.
Certainly not the best swing he's had this summer either. I mean, talked about how he's leading the league in average right there. 89 was looking for the off speed and obviously was way behind that one.
So quickly finds himself in an 0-2 count. Looking for Fox to get his third strikeout of the game. Delivers just a ground ball hit up the middle, hits off the pitcher's mound, and a backhand in the glove throw to Hens gets the leadoff runner out again. A very flashy play from Marino.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play that, I mean, he could have maybe tried to tag Ott running to second and then throw it down to first, but Ott can always evade the tag, and that gets yourself in a jam there. So Marino, we've seen him do that sort of flashy transfer where he doesn't even need to transfer it, whether it's out of his bare hand or out of his glove, and right there does it, is able to get the out, so no harm, no foul there for Aiden Marino.
As Ponnett steps up, and yeah, it almost looked like he confused Ott as well. Ott kind of slowed down at the end. It seemed like he was expecting the tag, so nice heads-up play from Marino. 2 heads-up plays to get the 2 outs this inning. As another quick 0-2 count here. Ponnett, another man who is 0 for 2 today.
Ott was maybe expecting the tag or just didn't want to get runner's interference called on a possible double play, so wanted to slow down and get out of the way as he knew his fate was sealed.
0-2 pitch. This one is popped out high and out of play.
Foul!
So after a 5-pitch walk in a pitcher's meeting, Fox has kept his outing alive. Quick 2 outs. Runner still on first. It's a new face, however. Gonzalez took Ott's spot. Ponnett up to bat. Fox now looking for his 3rd strikeout once again. 0-2, 2 outs. Pitches delivered. That one fouled right into the Giants, the Big Train dugout. Can't tell what it hit, but it came off fast, and there were a lot of bodies in that area. And the open space quickly clears in the Big Train's dugout.
Yeah, that one was put right where no bodies were, so thankfully everyone's all right. If you remember one of the previous games here at Shirley Povich Field, Joey Nicholson was hit square in the shoulder off a Matt Wesley foul ball.
And a swing and a miss with a ball in the dirt for strike 3. So, again, a very ugly swing from a Big Train batter ends the inning. Brady Fox gets his 3rd strikeout of the game, and the score remains 0-0. The Big Train not able to get a runner in scoring position, so both teams haven't been successful at the plate. Of course, the score still 0-0. The Giants have been slightly better than the Big Train here, and we're running out of time. It's coming down to a point who's going to get that first run and when. We'll see if the Giants are able to when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm ready whenever. Welcome back to the Giants broadcast here. My name's Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis. Another new face on the mound for the big train. It's number 36, Jordan Caparano.
Yeah, Caparano
For the Giants, the third baseman.
has pitched previously against Gaithersburg in that 9-7 win for the big train. He pitched 3 innings, giving up no runs, but 5 walks to 2 strikeouts. So patience, a virtue here against Caparano, who has 14 walks in the 10 1/3 innings pitched he has this summer for Bethesda.
Faces off Ryan Maxey. Maxey got 2 pop-outs to his name so far today. So yeah, on this season, Caparano's got 14 walks. He's given up 11 hits and 9 strikeouts as well. So the Giants looking to take advantage of, although on paper, the worst pitcher they've seen so far. Of course, Caparano's no pushover, however. Maxey sees 3 balls in a row, so Caparano looking to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start his outing.
Caparano also has a 2.42 whip, so that's walks and hits allowed per inning pitched, and a opponent on base percentage allowed that is now sitting perfectly at 500.
So that one's basically down the pipe for strike 1. Okay, I got it. I got what I want. So 3-1 to Maxey. Now that one at Maxey's head for ball 4. So leadoff runner on for the Giants. That hasn't happened too many times today. So you mentioned how effective Maxey was able to score in his past few games. A good guy to get on here tonight.
Yeah, as I mentioned previously, a 7-game run scored streak for Maxey, now standing on first.
Marino steps up. Marino has a pop out and ground out. It's another ball at the head of a Giants batter for ball 1.
Hey, get your message and blow.
Caparano's walk count extends to 15. Another high fastball for ball 2. I think we've seen all fastballs so far. Only one has found the zone.
Not sure if I'm seeing a tennis ball on the tennis courts here or another baseball being active in the big train bullpen, but there may already be an arm warming up for Bethesda. A short leash maybe for Caparano, who's trying to turn his season around, the rising junior from Frederick Community College.
So he delivers another one down the pipe for his second strike in his outing to Marino. Marino shows bunt. That one is popped the same place Brett Ott was hitting his bunt attempts. So 2-2 count for Marino.
And unlike Ott, I don't think we'll see Marino go back to the bunt here with 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, I want to know if that was a call by the coach or if Brett Ott was told to bunt no matter what. I don't know, but I mean, a 2-strike bunt attempt is, just something you never see in this sport. So 2-2 count. Caparano's first opportunity at a strikeout. Doesn't get it there. Good eye from Marino. Some off speed, low in the zone. Makes the count full.
I wonder if I took a poll of all college baseball players and said, have you ever squared the bunt with 2 strikes on you in a game? How many of them would say yes?
It's the full count pitch. Marino takes a big hat, hits right towards us.
I'm happy there's a nice pad.
Yeah, we have a lot of safety in front of us.
If you look down to the bottom right part of your screen, you can see a little corner of our table. We're just at the back of Nate Houghton Henley pretty much.
So another full count pitch being served to Marino. Makes contact. This one high and in play. This one is hit right to Brennan Wright at shortstop, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Marino did need to swing at that one in the zone, but as I said, patience of virtue, and he is able to work to a full count, but couldn't quite get the wild pitch of Capuano that Maxey got in his at-bat.
This will bring up Nate Houghton Henley, top of the lineup for the Giants. Henley's got on base his last 2 at-bats with a walk and a hit. He stands 1 for 2 on the day. He sees another first pitch ball.
Look, get home on me, big train.
That one in the dirt, bounces off the umpire's foot almost all the way back to Capuano, so Maxey will take second base. Another runner in scoring position with only 1 out.
I was just going to comment that Maxey wasn't really taking that big of a lead at all, really wasn't getting past the cut of the infield grass at first base, but that one just a ball that J.J. Hand really had no chance to throw down and get Maxey out at second.
And not just Maxey, we have yet to see a steal attempt from either team this game. As Henley sees strike 1, now some off speed, ended up in the middle of the zone.
One more.
Gaithersburg has 6 runners left on base in this game. Obviously would be okay adding to that count as long as they crossed runners before they added to that number.
So Capuano, back-to-back off-speed pitches, gets Henley off his timing, so 2-out count quickly falls to 2-2. Capuano delivers the 2-2 and gets Henley swinging on strike 3. It was a check swing. Home plate umpire said Henley went far enough for out 2.
Yeah, Henley definitely going to want that pitch back. That's the first time we've really seen Capuano fool a Giants hitter in his inning of work. And now we get to 2 outs yet again, and runner not yet on third base.
Stepping up is Brady Powell. He has 1 of 2 extra base hits in this game. Him and Peyton Steele for the big train, only batters with doubles. So if Brady Powell's able to replicate his last at-bat, he'll hit in the first run of this game. However, this one is popped up high in the infield again. This time it's Ponnett calling for the ball. So after a rocky start, Capuano able to turn it around, keep the Giants scoreless. That's been the name of the game so far as we enter the bottom of the 7th. As I mentioned, still scoreless. We'll see what the big train are able to do at the bat when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Stand up.
All right, ready?
Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. My name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis. We enter the bottom of the 7th. Still scoreless in this game. We have a new face on the mound for the Giants. It's number 28, Evan Tseronis.
Tseronis making his 10th appearance. He's the first Giants pitcher to double digits. Has made 2 starts, but will have this one in relief. Has
Now
one
pitching
save
for
to
the
his
Giants,
name, 17
number
innings
28,
pitched, 25
Evan
strikeouts,
Tseronis.
19 walks, and 14 hits given up. He does have a 9 ERA. That one skyrocketed after his last appearance. 2 innings pitched against the T-Bolts, where he gave up 6 runs, all of them earned
Now batting for
on
the big
5
train,
hits and 2 walks.
Matthew
However,
Wesley.
he has previously pitched against the Big Train, but that was back on June 7th in 2/3 of an inning. That's where he got his 1 lone save, where he went scoreless.
So Brady Fox ends his day with 6 innings pitched. He's got 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits given up as well. First batter Tseronis is facing his designated hitter Matthew Wellesley. Wellesley is 0 for 2 with a ground out and pop out. This one is popped high and far out of Shirley Povich Field for strike 1.
Boys, blow your whistles. Get ready to cheer. Let's go.
Tseronis, a couple of deep breaths before coming set,
Stop blowing.
and delivers that one a little inside.
Wesley, a returner to this Big Train organization, was at Virginia Tech the past couple of years, but now finds himself in the portal. The Manassas, Virginia native, looking for a new home.
So that one in the dirt, skips past McNally. Counts 2-1.
Now here it is. Don't pitch him. You will not breathe.
And Tseronis going through his pre-pitch ritual. A lot of deep breaths. As this one is shot over Ryan Maxey at third base all the way to the corner. So Wesley rounding for second base as Powell has finally reached the ball. So another stand-up double for the Big Train. This time it's coming from Matthew Wellesley.
What a hand. Woo!
So that one was off the bat at 99 miles per hour. So almost the 4th triple-digit exit speed we've seen today. And this will bring up the first double on the Big Train lineup. Peyton Steele.
Peyton Steele.
Look at his hand.
It's going to be really important for Tseronis to get some unproductive outs here. A narrow ball game, every 90 feet matters. And runner in scoring position now for Bethesda.
It's not how you want to start the inning. Wellesley got every inch of that ball. Peyton Steele, as I mentioned, leads the Big Train. Entering the game, he had 11, so his double stat goes to 12 with a chance to bring in the first run this game.
Foul! Foul ball. Yeah, you gotta get
Tseronis
tonight.
taking some more deep breaths and then lap around the mound before coming set.
Man, it's just rolling down. Come on, betray.
Tseronis delivers an off-speed pitch high in the zone. That one fouls out, brings the count to 1-2.
All right, play another one. Let's
Steele
go.
losing the grip on his bat, asks for some more pine tar from Parker Corbin in the on-deck circle.
You can't blame him. It's hot out here. Hands probably sweating in those gloves. I was golfing earlier today, and I'm not going to lie, I was getting a little nervous swinging the clubs. So Wellesley, 1-2. Runner on second base. This one is fouled out again. Wellesley was grinding his teeth after that one. Not happy he didn't get the contact he needed for a base knock.
Play ball. Play ball.
Still 1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Come on, Matt, let's go to lean
Pitch
wide.
comes in, that one in the dirt. Peyton Steele able to hold off just enough on that one. Brings the count to 2-2.
was really close to going around there. I think what benefited Steele there was the fact that the two field umpires shift around, so the first base umpire now moved up to second base, not having the best view of the check swings as if he was down the first base line.
Unfortunate situation for the Giants. Keep Steele alive. Tseronis, another one in the dirt. This one gets past McNally, and Wellesley will take third. So Big Train have a runner on third with no outs and a full count to Peyton Steele. The Giants have had bases loaded and runners on second, third with less than 2 outs, haven't converted runs on either of them, and now the Big Train find themselves in their best position of the game with a runner on third, no outs.
Big Train!
Tseronis 1 pitch away from a much-needed out. Comes set, delivers. This one is popped up high. He's going to stay in the infield. Tseronis gets out of the way. Cade Hentz finally calls it. And gets the out. I don't know if you remember, David, but way back early in the season when we were at South County High School, we saw a infield pop fly drop between everyone in the infield, and that was not a pleasant sight. Glad we've come far enough to catch those infield pop flies.
Yeah, that was a really interesting infield pop fly because it went straight up and hung up for so long that every infielder converged on that baseball. Cade Hentz, loudest voice in the room, and best angle at it makes the grab.
So that Peyton Steele pop-up will bring up Parker Corbin. Corbin got a single in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. So Tseronis still a long way to go, however, gets that much-needed out. There's a nice off-speed pitch here for strike 2.
Really nicely placed from Tseronis. Getting that low outside corner. Corbin just wanting to see if it would be ball 1.
Tseronis 1 pitch away from his first strikeout of the game. Chance to bounce back after that leadoff double. Tseronis shakes off his first one. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. That's fastball down the middle. Strike 3. Corbin didn't have a chance at it. Thought for sure he was going to see off speed. Sees fastball. 2 outs.
Yeah, I thought for sure he wasn't going to get that pitch and knew for sure that that was strike 3. I mean, he was well across home plate by the time Ethan McNally stood up out of the stance. And now no batter has stepped up here for the Big Train.
It is supposed to be J.J. Hand. We may be getting a and we have number 9 entering the game.
That is another catcher, Dylan Murphy, the sophomore from FAU.
Come on, Dylan Murphy!
Pinch hitting for the Big Train, Dylan Murphy.
Yeah, you mentioned the sophomore out of FAU. He's got 55 at-bats this season. He's got 17 hits. He's scored 16 times, so he's been a pretty effective hitter as McNally does a nice job of keeping that ball in the dirt in front of him.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the 16 runs, 17 hits, 10 RBIs, and 11 walks, the numbers that jump out to me, but also 5 strikeouts and 55 at-bats for Dylan Murphy.
This Big Train team knows how to limit the strikeouts. I think this is a nice personnel change from the Big Train. You got that runner on third now with 2 outs. It seemed to be a change made on the fly. Dylan Murphy didn't seem all that ready to enter the game as a batter. Finds himself 2-0.
Yeah, not sure if he was even in the on-deck circle because it took a while for him to come out of the dugout.
As a check swing there, we'll go right to Rudisell. Rudisell fields it cleanly, and a unfortunate hit for the Big Train will end this inning. Tseronis starts off his outing with a leadoff double, then a ball in the dirt.
Tonight, the Major League
allows
Baseball
Wellesley to
All-Star
reach
Game
third
being
base,
held in
then 3
Atlanta
straight outs,
between the
keeps the
American
game
League and National
scoreless.
League.
The Giants
In the second
now
inning,
in a
it's the National
position
League
to
leading
take the
2-0
lead
thanks
once
to a
again. They've been
Pixar
so
Marte,
close
2
yet so
RBI
far.
double.
We'll see if they can do it here when we come back
Tonight's
on the
attendance,
Giants Broadcast
211.
Network.
Thank you for being the best fans of the Cal Rip.
I'm ready to come back when you are. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. Another new face on the mound for the Big Train. This time it's number 37, Owen Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart on the mound, and then Dylan Murphy in at catcher
Now batting
for
the Giants,
J.J.
the right
Hand.
fielder, Danny Orr.
And that'll bring up Danny Orr. The numbers, as we noted, in between innings for Stewart, much better than Caparano, who he's replacing. A 0 ERA across his 9 appearances, 14 2/3 innings pitched, 3 saves for Stewart.
A big swing and a miss from Orr to start his at-bat. And, I mean, not even a run that wasn't earned given up. He has been perfect this season. Definitely going to be a large feat for the Giants if they're looking to get their first run here.
That first pitch was 91 middle on Orr. Obviously came over top of it.
And back-to-back off speeds. The first one Orr held off. Second one has him swinging out of his shoes. So count falls to 1-2. Orr still looking for his first hit tonight.
The other thing about Stewart is his strikeout to walks, 19-4. And now we'll get a warning issued to Stewart, where he has to wait for Danny Orr to look at him. And
a swing and a miss. Stewart did not like that warning from the umpire. Had some words to himself after, but another outside off-speed pitch has Orr going down for
Now batting the
strike 3.
designated hitter, Andrew Hollow.
we've seen that a couple times this season. Alex Angelides had an issue like that previously.
Another swing and a miss on a outside off-speed pitch from Holub.
This is already the 4th pitcher for the Big Train.
That one in the dirt. Another 1-1 count. Holub, he is 0 for 2 tonight. He's got 2 strikeouts and a walk. This one is a shot into deep center field. However, Peltier finds himself under that for out number 2.
It is a towering outfield fence there in straightaway center, so even if Holla barrels that one
Now,
up,
first
it's going to be
baseman,
tough to get over what
Bryce Russo.
seemingly is like a 30-foot fence out there in straightaway center. That one goes 319 off the bat at 90. and it just lofts right into the glove of Peltier in center.
So bring up Bryce Rudisell, also looking for his first hit. And another batter sees off-speed first pitch for strike one.
90 off the bat.
That one too high, and just there was it was Andrew Hall asking for his exit velo. You can always expect to see that if he gets a decent barrel. Didn't seem too mad with 90. Bryce watches strike two.
He always thinks he can do better, and that's something that's always interesting to me. He's always asking for the numbers, but then always has an immediate reaction. Even he had a home run against South County that was 102 off the bat, I believe.
As Rudisell, a deep shot here into right field. We're going, and it is gone! Rudisell solo home run to take the lead for the Giants. Rudisell has silenced Shirley Povich with a solo shot in the top of the 8th. Giants 1, Big Train nothing. And what a shot, what a timely home run from Rudisell. That one off the bat at 95 went 342, almost a no-doubter. And just like that, Owen Stewart having the outing of the game so far. Rudisell says no. And some confusion with McNally and Stewart as he's trying to get this inning going again. And what a shot from Rudisell there. Wow.
Talked about how Rudisell had 2 home runs in his last 4 games. He's gone home run, no home run, home run, no home run, and now breaks the scoring here. And that might be all it takes. It's been a very narrow game. Obviously, Gaithersburg wants to pile on as much as possible, as quickly as possible, but the fact that it's taken to the top of the 8th to even break the 2 goose eggs on the board.
And a very lackluster at bat for McNally there. 3 strikes, swinging on all of them. And Bryce Rudisell delivering Owen Stewart his first earned run this summer. Gives the Giants the lead here in the top of the 8th inning. We'll see if the Big Train ever responds when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Aces. In game 1, the Aces defeated the Grays 3-2.
I'm ready. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. We enter the bottom of the 8th, not before Bryce Rudisell broke the scoreless streak with a solo shot in the top of the 8th. However, Evan Tseronis finding himself back on the mound, looking to close this one out for the Giants. We start off at the top of the lineup. Alex Peltier, he is 0 for 3 tonight. Peltier shows bunt, pulls it away in time, ball 1.
And now Bryce Rudisell tied for 2nd in home runs in the Cal Ripken League and has done it in just over a week.
Tseronis shoots, this is a high pop fly from Peltier, and it's going to leave the stadium. And yeah, you mentioned Rudisell doing this all in the past 10 days. It's been awesome to see the power he's brought to the plate, and couldn't think of a better time to showcase it here at Shirley Povich. The Big Train bringing out what I have to assume is their best pitcher in their bullpen. Rudisil takes some 342. Another off speed, and with the first run being scored, both dugouts gaining some life as every Big Train player is standing up.
Yeah, you mentioned taking Stewart out of that bullpen and onto the mound. Well, now that bullpen is empty. Every single Big Train body is in that dugout trying to get this team back into it.
And another pop fly leaving the field brings the count to 2-2.
It also creates a distraction for the righty Serentani. He's pretty much staring right at that Big Train dugout as he's on the mound.
Emotions are high here at Shirley Povich. Serentani looking for his second strikeout. Another foul ball. Peltier just gets enough of that one. Count remains 2-2.
Make some noise. Let's go!
The second 2-2 pitch. Serentani finally comes set. Delivers. Some off speed there. Strike three down the middle of the plate. Peltier didn't have a chance. One out here in the bottom of the eighth.
Really nice job by Serentani. I was going to mention how the leadoff double he gave up in the last inning and then the advance on wild pitch. He then got to face the bottom three hitters of the Big Train lineup. And against this top part that's really power hitting heavy, you got to start off well, and he does so right there. A backwards K on Alex Peltier.
Yeah, after that leadoff double, Serentani has been locked in. He's now facing Brennan Wright. Brennan Wright 0 for 2 this game with a walk. Another ball high and outside to Wright. 2-0.
Come on, let's go!
Serentani delivers. That one outside again, 3-0. So that strikeout did not take all the life out of the fans or dugout of the Big Train. Serentani looks to avoid a 4-pitch walk.
Let's go, Ray!
And a 4-pitch walk it is for Brennan Wright. Back-to-back for the shortstop as Brett Ott steps up again.
Now you got to be careful if you're Serentani on the mound. You have your back to the base runner, the speedy Brennan Wright. I'm sure he's going to be quick to take off from first base. So you want to pay attention to him, but just as you did last time, get unproductive outs and keep your defense in the game. Don't let them take yourself out of the game.
The Giants infield has done well getting the lead off runner or the double play this game so far with a runner on first base. We see another ball from Serentani, and we have a mound meeting. Some chirps from the Big Train.
Yeah, it's now 5 straight balls thrown by Serentani, and we'll have to see how this bounce back goes. I'm sure Serentani has a really short leash with the Emilio Gonzalez bat in the on-deck circle. They obviously don't want to give them any more leeway, as 2 base runners would be plenty for Emilio Gonzalez to work with. So Serentani's got to lock in here and try and at least get a second out.
A out here against Brett Ott would be huge for the Giants. Of course, in a perfect world, Brett Ott hits into a double play here. We'll see what's in store for the Giants. Serentani remains in the game. However, I agree with you. I think He is down to his last walk and or hit given up. Tseronis comes set, delivers another ball, this time a fastball.
That one's just high above the belt of Ott. Once again, just going to have to ease your way back into this at-bat.
Spencer! Spencer, hey!
Finally, a strike there from Tseronis. Brings the count to 2-1.
Come on!
That could be the pitch he needs to get back into it.
Yeah!
Sometimes just that one at bat, that one pitch you need to lock back in. So 2-1, 1 out runner on first for the Big Train. Big Leo and a steal. That's another strike. That was a great jump from Wright, who reaches second base safely. He was halfway there before the pitch was delivered. However, Tseronis delivered his second strike to Brett Ott.
I believe that's the first stolen base tonight between both these teams. We've had runners advance on wild pitches and pass balls, but the first completed stolen base attempt right there. But a good second strike gotten on Ott.
Tseronis delivers ball in the dirt, brings the count full.
And you cannot let Brett Ott get away in this at bat. It's now a full count, and you can just hear the fans getting into it behind us.
They got lots of chants and cheers from the dugout. Big pitch here for Tseronis. He delivers. This is a shot right to Rudisell. Fields it cleanly for out 2. What a play from Rudisell there. That one coming at him hot. Fields it cleanly. However, Brett Ott advances to third base with big man Emilio Gonzalez stepping up.
Emilio Gonzalez.
The good news is that eliminates the sacrifice opportunity for the Big Train. Obviously, you would have wanted to make sure Wright doesn't get to third base there, but the out is all more important in this scenario.
Yeah, Gonzalez started off his day with a single. He's gotten the grounded out into a double play and had a fielder's choice in his last at bat. Sees another ball. McNally asked where that one missed.
Come on, let's win this!
Still some chirps coming from the Big Train dugout.
Come on, Gonzalez!
This one's in the dirt, gets away from McNally. And Brennan Wright comes in to score and ties this game for the Big Train, 1-1. Brennan Wright was very aggressive on the base path there, stole second very well, made his way over to third base, and was on that wild pitch early.
Yeah, tough break for Gaithersburg. McNally's done a pretty good job keeping all the skips into him in front, but that one just gets away. He didn't know where it went, and it went way too far for even a play at the plate.
So now the nerves can relax a little bit. The run is already in. Still 2 outs for the Giants. Have another ball from Tseronis. Brings the count to 3-0. So 3-0 to Gonzalez. In there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. That one way inside, almost hits Gonzalez. And another base runner for the Big Train here in the bottom of the 8th. And this will be the end of Tseronis' night as Brockway has signaled for a call to the bullpen. Tseronis leaves this game. And trying to see the number of the pitcher coming out. It looks to be 43.
I think that's Britton Waldison.
And while Britton Waldison warms up, we'll take a quick break. here in the bottom of the 8th. Still 2 outs for the Giants. Runner on first base. 1-1 the score stands. We'll be right back here on the Giants Broadcast Network. We're good, yeah. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. As Britton Waddesane enters the game for the Giants, they're going to close out the bottom of the 8th.
Third baseman, Logan
Waldison named one of the All-Stars for Gaithersburg. Going to have to prove it here. A big spot coming into this game. Has started 3 games, has 4 total appearances. Will make his second one in relief here. Has a 14 innings pitched with a 2.57 ERA and a 1.64 WHIP.
His first battle is against Logan Panett. Logan Panett's 0 for 3 tonight. Waddesane comes set, delivers. This is a high pop fly. It's going to land. Follow the question is, can a Giant get under it? And yes, he can. That ball was landing fair, however, Brady Powell was able to get under that, so the 8th comes to a close. Both teams able to put up 1. The Giants are going to gain back their quickly lost lead. We will see if they are able to when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network.
We'll wait for.
We can go now. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. My name's Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis as we are in a nail biter here, entering the top of the 9th, scores 1-1. The Giants took the lead
Now
with
batting
a
for the Giants,
Bryce
the shortstop.
Rudisell solo
Cade
shot.
Hentz.
And Brennan Wright made his way around the base path to score for the Big Train, evening the score at 1. As Jacksonville University junior Cade Hentz comes up to the plate. Cade Hentz, another 0 for 3 batter tonight. The Giants now need to record the second run allowed on Owen Stewart this season to gain the lead back.
Yeah, they were able to get the first via the Rudisill home run, but it's going to be tough to get the second here. Bottom of the lineup for Gaithersburg going to have to come through.
Cade Hentz watches strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Cade Hentz makes just enough contact with it to stay alive. We've seen that 80 mile per hour low outside off-speed pitch a number of times tonight. It's been very effective.
Big Train!
That's another foul ball
Foul ball!
from Cade Hentz. Keeps him alive. Still 0-2.
Yeah, hard working at bat here for Hentz. You want to see it pay off positively for him. Some previous tough at bats by Giants hitters haven't necessarily panned out for themselves.
That one's way inside. Almost catches Cade Hentz.
Come on, let's go!
Now we got some life from the Giants dugout. The Big Train have been up since that solo shot from Rudisill. Counts now 1-2. Stewart delivers. This is the hit far and foul from Hentz.
Foul!
So Hentz keeping himself alive well here when they need it.
Yeah!
Another 1-2 pitch. This one chopped right over to Ponnett. Ponnett fields it, makes the throw to first for out 1. Nicely fielded ball from Ponnett. Made the play easy for Gonzalez. As Ryan Maxey steps up.
Ponnett very easily could have
Now batting the
messed
third
up
baseman,
that play, but
Ryan
he's able to
Maxey.
keep his glove to the ground and follow through with that baseball. Didn't stab at it like what could have ended disastrously for the Big Train, but able to get the out.
Maxey watches ball 1. That's a good eye. Maxey 0 for 2 walked in his last at-bat. Still looking to extend his 7-game scoring streak. Takes a big hack, fouls that one into the backstop.
That was 90 middle on Ryan Maxey, and just couldn't catch up to it really to get his bat head on it.
So the 1-1 pitch, at 1 low, ball 2.
92 and low for Stewart. I mean, he may have touched 93 with one pitch, but 92 is one of the hottest pitches that we've seen from Stewart.
And another low pitch. That one in there for strike 2, though. So 2-2 to Maxey now. 1 out in the top of the 9th.
Oh, there they are.
At 1.
Oh!
Up at Maxey's head for ball 3. Counts full. So a big pitch here. A chance for the Giants to get a runner on in the top of the 9th. Chance to get their lead back. Full count pitch delivered. And that one's outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Maxey.
That was a strike!
So now you got a runner
Second
on.
baseman, Aiden Marino.
Aiden Marino coming up. If Aiden Marino is able to get on base here, you bring up the top of the lineup.
Yeah, this is crucial here for Gaithersburg. I mean, it might only take one run, but you got to make sure you at least get on base.
Marino Shows bunt, pulls that away. So Stewart struggling to find the zone, but Giants batters are also being much more picky. We saw a lot of swings on balls outside as Stewart tried to catch Maxey sleeping.
A two-hand catch there from Gonzalez at first. Wants to make sure that even on just a simple pickoff move, there's no extra bases given up.
As a shot here from Marino over second baseman Corbin. Maxey was rounding second, looking for third. He gets held up, but 2 runners on now for the Giants with Nate Houghton Henley coming up to bat.
That was a wise stop by Maxey. Good sign from head coach Casey Gibbs, not testing this big train outfield. Obviously, you want to get as close as you can, as quickly as you can, but you don't want to be too aggressive or else it'll be to your detriment. So wise hold there, and to bring up the top of the order with 2 on.
Marino, a guy that's kind of struggled at the plate this season, gets a very timely hit. And of course, unless it was a double play, Henley was going to come with this inning regardless. However, now he's up with only 1 out, and this is a pop out very close to the Giants dugout, and it just leaves the stadium. Something Henley very happy about as he keeps himself alive.
I'm sure Henley was doing something similar to me. I kept mouthing to myself, get foul, get foul. And that one does make it out of play. Obviously, unproductive outs are probably the worst thing to happen in this inning.
Henley struck out in his last at-bat, something we haven't seen a lot out of him in these past few games. This is a shot deep into left field. However, Skoronsky finds himself under it, and Maxey not able to tag up there. So unfortunately, an unproductive out. It was a nice piece of hitting. Just, I mean, you know, you hit it into left field. Hard to get the third base from there.
Yeah, that one went 316. Didn't have quite enough carry on it. The air has certainly cooled down. 88 off the bat, so not quite squared up for Nate Houghton Henley, and unable to advance the base runners.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting. I was holding my breath a little bit as I saw Skoronsky start running back. However, it is a pop out bringing up Brady Powell. Brady Powell grounds this one over to third base. Pana not able to get it, and Maxey is rounding third. It's going to be a close play at the plate, and Maxey is safe! And Powell with an RBI single gains the lead once again for the Giants. Punnett made a diving effort at it, wasn't able to keep it in his glove, and it slowed it down just enough for Skoronsky not having enough time to come in and make the throw. Nice heads-up base running from Maxey to get the lead. And he continues his 8-game streak of scoring.
I was just going to say 8 games in a row now. Ryan Maxey has crossed home plate, and a crucial run for Gaithersburg.
Yes, the 19th RBI for Brady Powell brings up Danny Orr on a strike call he doesn't like. Still 2 outs, and you have a runner in scoring position if you're the Giants. Of course, you want more than a 1-run lead going to the bottom of the 9th. Inning doesn't want to end here. And I just can't believe it. Owen Stewart coming into this game, no earned runs, gets 2 against them here in the closing innings. However, Danny Orr finds himself in an 0-2 count. Orr looking for his first hit this game. Only reached base once. And both runners steal, both runners safe, no throw. And now you got 2 runners in scoring position, a crucial at-bat. 1-2, 2 outs. Aiden Marino on third. Brady Powell at second. Danny Orr up to bat. Danny Orr was very early on that pitch. He's giving some chatter back to this big train dugout that has been very loud the past 2 innings. It's been a little quieter since the Giants have been getting active this inning. Or 1-2. Takes a desperate cut at it, and this is over Gonzalez. He is running back as fast as he can, not able to get there in time. Ball lands foul. That was a very, as I said, desperate hack. I'm surprised Orr made such good contact with that pitch.
I was just going to say something similar. I mean, it was very much an emergency hack, but able to get enough of it to tail foul, because if that lands fair, Peyton Steele was sprinting in from right field. I think he would have had pretty much anything covered in fair ground, but that gets into fair territory and over the head of Gonzalez.
Still 1-2 to Danny Orr. That one outside brings the count to 2-2. The Giants have been fighting at the plate all day, especially in this inning. 2-2 now. 2 runners in scoring position. Danny Orr swinging a miss, strike 3. That outside off speed has been all Owen Stewart has had tonight. However, the Giants take back their 1-run lead. They go to the bottom of the 9th, up 1. Britton Wildsane taking the mound. We will see the response Big Train has. Is it enough, or will the Giants leave Shirley Povich Field with a win tonight? We will see when we come back on the Giants Broadcast Network. Yeah. Welcome back to the Giants Broadcast Network. Once again, my name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis, and we are here in a nail-biter at Shirley Povich Field. The Giants gained the first lead of this game in the top of the 8th. The Big Train quickly gained that 1-run lead and made the game tied once again. And top of the 9th there, the Giants able to bring in 1 more run, scores currently 2-1.
Wesley.
As Matthew Wesley is the first batter Britton Wildsane will face here in the bottom of the 9th. Wesley had a double in his last at-bat. McNally not able to hold on to that inside pitch. Ball 1.
And for Wilderson, you got to make sure that that's the worst pitch you throw this inning now. Just need 3 outs.
Let's go.
Second pitch in there for strike 1. No room for error here at Shirley Povich. 1-1 pitch from Wildsane. Ground ball hit to Maxey at third base. Fielded cleanly. Throw on the run. Made in time for out number 1. Maxey started this game with a great play at third and could end it here with a great one as well. 1 out.
That's the play that every childhood baseball player dreams of when you say, I want to play third base. That's the play you dream of. Sharp, and now...
And we got some chatter from the Big Train to the Giants. A big F-bomb coming from Matthew Wellesley to the dugout.
Apologize if the broadcast may have picked that up.
That one high and inside for ball 1. So, I said it earlier, tension's very high. These teams have a long road of history. One and 0, another strike from Wildsane. So after that minor verbal altercation, the umpire signaled both dugouts to calm down. So a little quieter than it's been the past couple of innings. Another ground ball hits the left side of the field. That one fielded by Cade Hentz on the run. And another stellar play made by a Giants infielder tonight. Cade Hentz with the play of the game. Wow. He fielded that backhand through on the run, fading away from first base. Gets the second out of this inning. Giants 3 pitches away from a win here at Shirley Povich Field.
I mean, the way this infield is playing, it's 1 pitch away. Because, I mean, they're just back-to-back fantastic plays by Maxey and Hentz to keep this Big Train offense at bay. That one May looked like it was going for sure, and the gap could have been an infield single even, but Cade Hentz doing the impossible seemingly.
Waddison starting off with another ball again. A play has been made by every infielder tonight. Redisell, a hard hit ground ball fielded to him. We've seen a couple from Marino, a couple from Hentz, and a couple from Maxey. As starting off with the ball, follows it up with strike one.
Strike one.
2 more pitches away from a Giants win.
Bobby Trey.
A hard hit ground ball over to Marino. Marino fields it cleanly, gets the out, and that is the end of the game. The Giants win 2-1 here at Shirley Povich Field. A much needed win. We talked about how the Giants have been on a 5-game win streak. They extend that to 6. Not only that, but they are 1 game closer to being back in playoff contention. They get a huge away upset win here at Shirley Povich Field. Wow.
Just phenomenal start to finish game. Just from a neutral perspective, you had a 0-0 ball game through 7 innings. Then Bryce Rudisil, a solo shot, breaks it open. Big Train answers right back, but Gaithersburg responds in the top of the 9th. The bottom of their order comes through. I want to shout out Aiden Marino keeping the line moving, and then Brady Powell, the winning RBI single, and then Britton Wildison comes up and doesn't let that dugout phase him and allows his defense to do what they've been doing recently, and that's make highlight reel plays. All 3 of the fielders delivering amazing throws to the first baseman, Bryce Rudisil.
Now, Wildison lights out in that last inning, now without the help of his infield there. A great game from the Giants, a very quiet one up until the 8th inning here, and they scored runs when it mattered. So the Giants, as I mentioned, win streak extends to 6. And just an all-around great game. I mean, you could shout out every player on the roster that played in a Giants jersey tonight. Great game to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as me and David.
So now the T-Bolts had their doubleheader against the Senators canceled today, but now they're just within a game and a half of the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts for that final playoff spot. And about 10 days ago, you probably would not think it's possible, but the Gaithersburg Giants now 11-21, 6 wins in a row, and this team has all smiles.
It's great energy here at Gaithersburg, and they're looking to continue this 6-game win streak as the season comes to a close. I believe they only have 3 more games.
They have 6 more games as of now, but it started as a 40-game season. 2 games have been reduced due to rainouts not being unable to be made up. So we'll see how many of those 6 other games can be played. But for now, the Giants will just keep doing what they're doing, taking it 1 game at a time.
Yeah, that was a very selfish guess. I personally have 3 more games, I believe. Nevertheless, 6 more games in the season. The Giants trying to win all 6. A great night here at Shirley Povich Field. We will be back with you next time. My name is Jake Tseronis alongside David Lewis. Thank you for listening and have a great night.